Namaste students, welcome to our EVS class. So we are learning 11.3, the third lesson, all about water. So the lesson's name is water cycle. On the screen we can see water everywhere. Let us move on and learn more. So we know that water can be found on earth as surface water and groundwater. Today we will learn to describe how these water sources get refilled. Okay, how do we get water again? So the keywords are drought. What is drought? A long period of time when there is very little or no rain. What is drought? A long period of time when there is very little or no rain. Flood, an overflow of large amount of water onto normally dry land. Okay, so overflow of large amount of water is flood. Now
Step 4.
let us watch this picture and discuss what is happening here. So to begin with, look at the water body, the blue color. What is there here? The water in the water bodies, right? What is happening? Look at the arrow and read what is given in white letters, white words. Sun warms up the water in the water bodies into water vapor. Okay, the water in the water bodies is changing to water vapor. Why? Because of the sun's heat. Then what's next? So that water vapor gets cooled and turns into water droplets, right? So water vapor gets cooled and turns into water droplets, right? And next they form rain or snow. Snow will melt into water and flow into water bodies. So this is repeated. It is like a cycle, right? From one form to another form. How? The water in the water bodies, it rises up as water vapor because of the sun's heat. Then this water vapor cools down and turns into small tiny water droplets. These tiny droplets form clouds. These clouds fall down on the earth in the form of rain or snow. Rainwater is collected in the water bodies. The snow melts and gives water. Once again, it is collected in the water bodies. So the water bodies are refilled in this manner. Okay, the water in the oceans rises up in the sky due to the sun's heat. They form into clouds, right? With the droplets, tiny droplets. The clouds give rain or snow, and once again these water bodies are refilled, right? So next look at this table. Let us discuss how to fill up this table. Cup A with ice, cup B with water. Okay, we are going to take one cup with ice cubes and one cup with water. What can you see happening to the ice? What will happen after a while? The ice will melt and give water, right? In cup A. Cup B with water, if it is placed in heat in a room temperature or near the sun, we can see the small tiny droplets of water onto the lid. What can you see on the walls and lid of the plastic cups? Okay, in with ice we don't see much, but with the cup with water we can see tiny droplets of water. So let us see how this happens. Let us watch this video.
Glass A has ice. Glass B has water. In nature, ice melts to form water bodies. Water turns to vapor when heated. Clouds bring us rain.
This video was really informative, right? Let's move on.
Okay,
What did you observe in the two cups?
let's.
Okay. Ice in cup A melted to form water. There are water droplets on the outside of the wall of cup A. Okay. That cup which had ice, that ice cubes melted and to form water, and we could see tiny water droplets on the wall of cup A. Whereas in cup B, water droplets can be seen on the lid of the cup, right? So this is something like this. So read this table and you can copy this down in your EVS classwork. So cup A, cup B, what can you see happening to the ice and water? In cup A, the ice melted into water. In cup B, the water in the cup B became less. Why? We'll read it in the next sentence. What can you see on the walls or the lid of the plastic cups? In cup A, which had ice before, there are water droplets seen on the walls of cup A, whereas there are water droplets on the lid of cup B.
Pot.
How does the changing form of water help in refilling water in nature?
Let's.
Water on the surface of oceans and freshwater bodies turn into water vapor when heated by the sun. Water in the form of snow or hail will melt into liquid water before being warmed into water vapor. Water vapor rises into atmosphere and is cooled to form tiny water droplets that form clouds. When water droplets get heavy, they fall back to earth as rain. Water can also fall back to earth as snow. Snow is what? Frozen water. And hail. What is hail? Big pieces of frozen water. When water is back on earth, the cycle repeats itself. What happens when there is too much rain or too little rain? When it rains a lot, water bodies overflow, causing floods. When there is low rainfall, it causes a dry condition called drought. In both the situations, plants and animals are harmed.
Okay.
Now let us all open our worksheet. This is 10.2. Excuse me if I have mentioned 11th block before. So it is 10.2. Put today's date, water cycle. Circle the solid states of water. So words given in the help box are stream, snow, spring, steam and hail. So circle the word snow, and also the word hail. Now look at the picture and match the description for each process. Okay, what is happening A, what is happening in B, what is happening in the C. Process in the picture and you have to match the description. A, B, C. What is happening A? So you draw a line from the dot A to water on the surface of the water bodies is heated by the sun and turns into water. Okay, A and water on the surface of water bodies is heated by the sun and turns into water vapor. B, what is happening? Observe here. We see the clouds, right? What is happening to the clouds? Okay. Water vapor cools into water droplets to form clouds. Okay, B is this sentence. Water vapor cools into water droplets to form clouds. When water droplets become heavy, they fall as rain. Then see what is happening here. You can see the mountains are snow capped. Okay, they have snow on the peaks of the mountains. So what happening here? Ice melts and turns into water. Water flows into water bodies. So do the matching properly. Use the picture to explain how water is refilled in nature, right? So you can write point B first here. Water on the surface of water bodies is heated by the sun and turns into water vapor. Then the next point, water vapor cools into water droplets to form clouds. When water droplets become heavy, they fall as rain. Then the last point, ice melts and turns into water. Water flows into water bodies. So this is repeated. You can write that last sentence. Question 3, how are droughts caused? What are the effects of droughts? First of all, drought is a condition when there are no rains for a very long period of time. So the effects are that the crops dry up, the water bodies dry up, there won't be any water at all, the ground or the earth gets parched, and the animals and plants don't get water to survive. So it is a great problem for all the living beings. And so write this according to the points, Nana. Now let us move to the content book and answer the practice questions here. Practice questions, write one word. Water in solid state is ice, ICE. Water in gaseous state is water vapor. So water vapor, VAPOUR, write water vapor. Second question, fill in the blanks to describe how nature refills water. A, water from the water bodies turns into water vapor. Tick the option water vapor and write in the blank. When warmed by the sun and rises up. B, then it gets cooled to form tiny droplets that form clouds. Tick the option clouds and write in the blank. When the water droplets get heavy, they fall back to the earth as rain. Third question, how can rain cause flooding? Okay, if there are rains for a long period of time, okay, for maybe some 3-4 days heavy rains, if we have, the water bodies like rivers, they overflow with water. Okay, then that's the answer. And if for B, how can floods affect people and animals? So when the water overflows from the rivers, they wash whatever is there in the banks or whatever comes on their way, whether it is animals or plants. So it causes a great damage. Okay, the waste from the floods, whether it is from animals and plants, mixes up with the water bodies and causes water pollution. So people can't find pure water to drink. Many animals die in the flood water, right? So we have discussed the lesson and the worksheet question answers as well as the content book practice question answers, and we also got informed about the water cycle. So do read the lesson 2 times and underline new words. That's all for now. Thank you. Have a good day.